Cameras are constantly scanning cars across Macon. Now, some people are wondering if they're keeping you safe or watching too much. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lori Johnson. Right now, commissioners are considering next year's budget, including flock camera funding. The county started using the technology in 2023 to help fight crime. But as Maggie Fitzgerald reports, some people say the tool comes with a cost: your privacy.
Dozens of people packed into City Hall earlier this week, arguing that safety should not come at the expense of privacy. The debate comes as county leaders weigh whether to continue funding for flock cameras around Macon-Bibb and determine whether they should remain part of the county's public safety strategy. Much of the conversation at Tuesday's budget hearing centered around flock cameras. The technology has drawn scrutiny across the country over privacy concerns, data breaches, and questions about government surveillance. Members of the Middle Georgia Democratic Socialists of America were among those urging the county to end the program.
I don't like that these cameras are being set up in a way that isn't discriminatory in terms of if you need a warrant or if you are a criminal or not. I don't like that these cameras are everywhere now in my neighborhood. They
argue the cameras collect information on every vehicle that passes by, allowing law enforcement to track people who are not suspected of crimes.
All a flock camera does is takes a picture of a license plate.
Meanwhile, Sheriff David Davis says the cameras are a valuable tool, citing their role in identifying suspects in nearly 100 violent crime cases, recovering stolen vehicles, and finding missing people.
The flock system, coupled with other technologies that we have, has helped to make our community safer. And they're not completely, as we would say, surveillance.
With the final vote just days away, opponents argue the price of surveillance may be too high.
Every time a car goes by, it takes a picture of the rear of the vehicle. The potential for abuse, I think, is one of the larger things that we're concerned about.
Reporting in Macon, Maggie Fitzgerald, 13, WMAZ News.
Commissioners are expected to make their decision on the camera funding during their next commission meeting on June 16th. This isn't the first time Georgia residents have pushed back against flock cameras. Let's take a closer look. More than 30 cities nationwide have ended flock contracts due to concerns about data sharing. That includes Dunwoody, Georgia, one of the first cities to ever use the cameras. But in just the last 2 months, Dunwoody leaders came to a new agreement with Flock. Now the city is using the cameras, but Dunwoody owns all the data and can block federal access. There have also been multiple protests across Atlanta about the use of flock cameras. Right now, Atlanta is the most surveilled city in the U.S. Comparatech, an English software company, found that there are 125 cameras per 1,000 people. The average city has 11 cameras per 1,000 people.